Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more of my Productive Bees mod spotlight, specifically for Minecraft 1.21. So this mod spotlight, I will be using the All the Mods 10 mod pack, since that is a super popular mod pack. Last time we made a ridiculous amount of diamond bees with perfect stats, and we are still at 19 full sets of perfect stats that we can turn into treats for new bees. So today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the heated centrifuge and the upgrade block, as well as going with productivity upgrades. Maybe not all the way up to Omega just yet, but we could probably get to the one right before it for Gamma. And I will also share with you the design that I think is the most efficient. So one thing that I think is pretty funny is, like, we have productivity upgrades. This one, the Omega, for each upgrade, it increases the hive's productivity by 260%, which is different than the upgrade speeds that we've done in the past. These are 15% decrease of time spent inside the hive. So with the simulator upgrade, it means 15% decrease in the cycle for creating items. And I still think the fourth line is so funny for the Germans out there. This still applies for simmed hives. And I still feel like this line is specifically for me and Lashmac. Die reden über uns, ne? All right, so let's grab the honey generator that we have in our inventory. And I don't think, yeah, we do have centrifuges, but I'm just going to leave them over there and make some new ones so that we can build our way up to the heated centrifuge, because we're going to go right past the powered centrifuge. For that, we need, for this mod pack, we need basic control circuits, which I have made some of them already in preparation last time when we did the metallurgic infuser. All right, so let's turn 4 centrifuges into powered centrifuges. We'll also go ahead and make 4 hoppers while we're at it. We'll make 4 upgrade bases so that we can make our 4 speed upgrades, okay? And now all we need is the inactive dragon egg, which requires draconic chunks and draconic dust from our draconic comb and our draconic bee. All right, let's see. I got some in here. This should be enough for us. Let's see. We should have eggs somewhere, so we're going to need to make 4 of these for the 4 powered centrifuges. And no, we don't have enough. We have enough for 1. So we can make 1 heated centrifuge so far. Okay. We need more of the draconic chunks. All right, so let's see. Can we pull this one off? We have a centrifuge here, a regular one. We'll let that one go down. Yep. Let's put the heated centrifuge here, since it's a little bit faster. We'll put speed upgrades in it and a honey generator next to it to power it. All right, and we'll change 4 into honey block with a bucket for a honey bucket. And that should be enough to power this guy one go through. All right, we got power. And let's drop in some draconic combs. Much faster. Nice. And the draconic combs do make honey. So that honey should move over. Yeah. So right here it's blinking 100, 100, empty. It's because it's moving it directly into here. Yeah. 19, 20, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. Cool. It's self-powering. And I just realized I need 8 of these, not just 4, huh? And this is one of those things that caused me problems in All the Mods 9, is all of these items. When you have full stacks in the centrifuge, it renders so hard on frames per second. That's why I'm really glad that the heated centrifuge doesn't show it. I like seeing it. I think it's really cool. But when you have a massive farm going on, it lags your computer really hard. So that's the best part of the heated centrifuge, is it doesn't show the animation. And 3 more heated centrifuge. Cool. So we got all 4 of the centrifuge that we need now. and a honey generator. So let's go ahead and let's see, how much is a honey generator to make a second one? Not expensive at all. Cool. So we have our 4 heated centrifuge. We have 2 honey generators. We have 4 mauve expansion boxes and 4 advanced mauve beehives. The next thing that I want to do after this is going to be, we're going to work on simulator upgrades. So we need 4 of those. Do I have those already? I have 2 of them. So we need to make 2 more simulator upgrades. And 2 more simulator upgrades. We're up to 4. We've gone over simulator upgrades in a previous episode. This next block is the next step, which is super important, which will be the upgrade block. And for this, we're going to need to go all the way up to upgrade productivity beta. So before that, it is the alpha, and the alpha is gated behind draconic chunks. Okay. So for 1 alpha, we need 2 draconic chunks. For 1 beta, we need 4 alphas, so 8 draconic chunks, and nether stars. All right, that is honey blocks, honeycomb blocks, draconic chunks, upgrade base, makes 4 of the productivity alphas. And that is 120% increase. Can go into the advanced beehive. Let's make another 2 honey blocks in preparation for the productivity beta. So we need another upgrade base, and we need 2 nether stars. All right, so let's go pick off the wither. And let's see, should we do it around here where the waystone is? Maybe a little bit further down. All right, 1, 2, 3, this guy. 2, 3. All right, we're gonna double up with the hostile neural networks and tag this guy. All right. Come on. There we go. Got him. And let's put him in the book. Got it. Now we can take him out. Awesome. Look at this guy finding us ancient debris. Should have done this in Oratech to get the ancient debris. We got our nether star, our first one. And our deep learner has collected 1 out of 6. Alright. Alright, we got our 2 nether stars, and we got our 2 wither roses, which is super important. I wanted this as well. Yep, and our data model is at 2 out of 6, so we can do that later on when we go back to all the mods 10. Right now, we're doing productive bees. And all of that for 1 upgrade productivity beta. Yep, quest complete. All right, so now we have everything we need, the productivity beta, the 2 item frames, and the draconic chunks to change the productivity beta into an upgrade block. With this upgrade block, now instead of making 1 honeycomb, we are going to make a block, which is 4 honeycombs. Big, big difference. These are the most important blocks. First one is going to be the simulator upgrade so that they don't need to come out anymore. The second block is going to be the upgrade block. So those are the 2 upgrades that have to go. What we need now is we need to make 3 more of these upgrade block, which are a pretty hefty price tag, right? So I'm going to do a sidebar real quick. Since we got 2 wither roses from our 2 withers, let's go ahead and grab us a skelly bee. We should have one in here. Yep, we got 2 skeletal bees. All right. Doesn't matter which one we grab. And let's do what we did last episode and get the stats on this guy really nice. All right, let's head in here. We'll go ahead and release the skeletal bee and feed it a wither rose. All right. And stats, stats, stats. 1 more. And the last one. Boop. for the withered bee. Nice. Okay, and a whole bunch of screenshots to try to hopefully get a really good thumbnail going. We have the withered bee, productivity very high, weather tolerance any, behavior metaternal, endurance strong, and temper passive. And the second wither rose is going to be what we need for the withered bee. Very cool. All right, so let's see, where should we set up our super awesome one? Let's see, chunk borders. Yeah, how about here? We'll make it right behind this one. All right, so we're over here. We're going to work with a 3x3 design. So the first thing we're going to put down is going to be the heated centrifuge. That will go in the middle right here. Next to it, we're going to do the honey generator. And then we're going to set the hopper on top of the heated centrifuge, followed by our beehive and our expansion box. Wonderful. There we go. That'll be the initial setup. Like I said, the simulator upgrade is the most important, followed by the upgrade block. We'll put the feeding slab right here in front of it. And that guy is going to have the wither rose. And inside, we're going to put our really awesome withered bee. And there's our first withered comb block. 4 of them, which can only be processed in a heated centrifuge. Very cool. So now what we're doing is we're making these wither skull chips. And with these wither skull chips, I don't think we can make one, because I think we need 8. Yeah, we need 8. We need 9, I mean. We need 1 more. All right, there's 3 more. So now we should be able to, yep, make wither skeleton skulls. Cool. Now we can make enough skulls to be able to do what we were doing earlier with the deep learner. If we defeat the wither 4 more times, we can plug this guy in to create nether stars for us. All right, let the fun begin. All right. That's 1. 2. Are those bees? Oh, I totally forgot. I'm still wearing my bee nest helmet. So we're making more kamikaze bees. Let's grab them. That's funny. And wither data, basic. Perfect. That's all we need to do down here. All right, 64 and Enderman can be replaced by the wither. And we can drop in some prediction matrix. All right, while we let this guy do its thing for us to make some more nether stars, let's go ahead and make a new bee. I don't think I've made it on this series yet. We're going to make the skulk bee. All right, and to get this guy, we need to feed skulk to a digger bee to make the skulk bee. And what the skulk bee does is make skulk combs, which can be centrifuged into echo shards. All right, and thanks to Oratech, we have access to a bunch of skulk. So let's go ahead and grab this. And we also need the block for the bee. So let me find the sensor real quick. That's what I'm looking for, the skulk shrieker. Let's get this guy real quick. All right, so let's do our thing. We got our digger bee and we got skulk. There we go. We got our skulk bee. And treats for you, my dear. All right, so let's add that to the mix over here. And skulk bee. And let's add the draconic bee to the mix as well with the best stats. There we go. We're getting echo shards already. Eureka. Nice. Quest completed. All right, let's put them over here with our draconic and our withered bees. And let's see what we can make. Productivity alphas, we can make 7. That sounds good. And then can we upgrade them already with more honey blocks? Okay. So yeah, we ran out of honey. Let's see. That's 2 more. And that gives us 1 more beta. And before we turn that beta into another upgrade block, let's start working towards the gamma. For that, we need 4 betas. Okay. So since we don't have all 4 yet, let's put this one to use inside here and give it a alpha and a beta to make even more blocks. And we need 2 more honey blocks. We're gated behind honey blocks now. All right, there's another beta. So now what we can do is we can switch out this alpha with this beta and start working on 2 more betas so that we can upgrade it again. Can't believe we're gated behind honey bottles. This is pretty funny, actually. So this should be all we need. Yes, for 1 more beta. So while I've been waiting for honey bottles, I have upgraded our emerald bee and put in one of our diamond bees over here. So since we only have 3 betas right now, I'm going to pop it in here for more emeralds and more diamonds for the upgrade base. Let me check something real quick. Can I bucket out? Can. And can I turn this into? I can. Okay, let's do it like this. And 2 nether stars. Perfect. Yeah, do I have any more? None. Man. And number 4. All right, so let's take all 4 of them. Like this. And let's also... We're not going to pull this simulator upgrade because they'll come out, but we'll use this simulator upgrade. Why did it pull it out? And let's see. Gamma requires 4 echo shards, which we've already been working on. We're at 248. 4. And gamma. What's really cool about this one is it actually upgrades the simulator upgrade. So now what we need are going to be a gamma, boop, and a block upgrade, and then any productivity upgrades, whatever's easiest. Because the next upgrade after this is going to be omega. For that we need 4 gammas, plus these hearts of the sea, which in this mod pack, the easiest way to get the heart of the sea is by finding it, which I haven't yet, or by running all of mystical agriculture for the essences. So we're not going to go up to productivity omega in this episode. It is a little bit redundant, but it allows you to upgrade the upgrade block to also have productivity on it, which also frees up this gamma to be moved to a different hive, right? So this is the way I would do it. I would do gamma, block, and then the highest upgrade you can find, because the next one would be upgrading the gamma and the block into 1 omega and any upgrades you can find. But now that we have this, we can work on the entire setup. We have a gamma in here, we have a block in here. I'll probably put 2 alphas in here and then maybe 2 betas in here, maybe, if I'm feeling like it. And we're going to expand this setup around. So now we'll have another heated centrifuge here, here, and here. Let's see if I can put a block down real quick. There we go. And heated centrifuge. That's how we're going to do it now. And then in the cross section, across, we're going to put another honey generator. So we'll have it facing out over here. And then let's also, I don't know, does it retain its inventory? Hopefully it does. It doesn't. It does. Okay, good. I was about to say it does not. All right, so now they're turned. These 2 are going to get power from this guy, and these 2 are going to get power from this guy. So let's also make sure that these 2 function by at least putting 1 bucket in here. All right, now they should both be powered. When this one fills up, it'll fill up the next one. Yeah, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drop down the 3 hoppers. Here, here, and here. And we're going to make sure that the beehives are all facing the same slab. So here, here, and here. Now we can put the expansion boxes on top. So we're going to put it here, here, and here. And all of these are going to get a simulator upgrade. Let's do simulator upgrade for right now. And then we can upgrade them all. All of the simulator upgraders can be upgraded to productivity gammas because it also functions as a simulator upgrade. They're all going to get upgrade blocks, and they're all going to get, let's say, productivity betas. And then they'll be up and running all off the same block here. So this is going to take a while. I might even move the emerald and the diamond bee in here, and then add a second feeding slab on top. But then it makes it very difficult. Actually, no, we can reach the second feeding slab from down here. Okay. And down here. Yep, and there it goes. Yeah, that's awesome. There was a very, very friendly subscriber to the channel who left a comment letting me know that we can turn these into double feeding slabs by putting them down on top of each other. That's really cool. So that gives us 6 spots now to be able to put in more bees over here. So the very high diamond and the very high emerald. There we go. Oh, and we're getting the disc fragments. Cool. All right, so I have finalized the idea of what I think looks like a pretty cool looking multi-block. So these are 4 of the advanced beehives. All 4 of them have gamma upgrades in them now, as well as the block upgrade and the 2 beta upgrades. So all 4 of these are ready. They're all going down into their own heated centrifuge. And I added 2 more honey generators just to change the symmetry so that it's symmetrical. Also, I turned the honey generators around so that they're just these red dots on the sides, and I added the trapdoors and framed corner slopes from framed blocks. I think those look cool. Little cap on the top where the spirit trapdoor is right here. I think it looks pretty cool. So everything's going down. We got our double feeding slab with all 5 of our items ready. Under here, I did a framed hopper, and I made it look like the spirit planks as well. So we have everything being centrifuged over here. And we've got speed upgrades. That's one thing that I forgot. We could add the speed upgrades to the heated centrifuge to have it keep up with all of the product that is popping out of this guy. It does make a lot of product. So the 4 speed upgrades are required in the heated centrifuge. But everything is now headed over here. So we have already maxed out on the emeralds and diamonds and the, what are they? They are echo shards and the wither skull chips. So I've already cleared out all of the these guys here, the draconic dust, and have combined them into draconic chunks and put them in my inventory for now. Same thing with the honey blocks. I've cleared these guys out and put all of the bottles back into circulation once already. So we are doing really well. To finalize the series on productive bees, other than doing like specific bees for specific mods like Auratech Next, I would say something that's super important for the Auratech 100 days is I'm going to borrow a bee. See, this one sells the lumber bee now, this one sells the collector bee, and this one sells the quarry bee. All right, so let's see. I don't think quarry bees can breed with each other. That's the problem. This species of bees can't breed amongst themselves. So we can't use that trick where we put 2 bees inside the nest with a baby upgrade, but we can do what Lashmac's doing over in his series. We can grab the bees required for the quarry bee, which is the digger bee and the chocolate mining bee, and we can give both of these guys max stats and then manually breed all of them through the baby incubator into adult form. All right, here come our bees. And we've got 3 mason bees, it looks, and 1 digger bee. So there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Swoobity, whoop. Got them. All right, very high. Any Metaternal strong and passive. Chocolate mining and digger bee. Perfect. Now we can put these guys in here and make ourselves some quarry bees. As soon as we grab our flowers. There we go. And let's make a bunch of them. And there we go, our first quarry bee with productivity very high, any Metaternal, strong and passive. So we can just start pumping these guys out like crazy now with perfect stats.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation and consider leaving a boom in the comments section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.